3 children, 3 daughters. Sophia's 7, Adeline's 4, and Noelle's 1. And I have 1 on the way, too. Daddy's got to work, kids. Daddy's got to rock. Yeah, I know lots of rock and roll parents. You know, when I started out playing, I didn't know as many, and that was scary. You know, you really hang on to people who've blazed the trail before you. But like tonight, we're sitting here, we're out on tour with O.A.R, and I know that you interviewed Marc Roberge from O.A.R. So,
my name's Marc Roberge. I play guitar and sing in a band called O.A.R for a living.
That is awesome. I understand you have some children.
I do. I have a little boy named Hudson. He's 2.5, and I have a little girl on the way.
Nice.
No one knows that except you.
Okay, well, cut.
Yeah, Hudson understands exactly. I wouldn't say exactly what I do, but he gets it. He says, you know, Daddy has to go on the airplane to go sing with the guitar. And when I say, how many days can I go for? You know, he says 2 days. I said, it's very hard to fit all these 20 shows in 2 days. I'll do my best.
well, as they get older, they start to understand what I do for a living a lot better, and they can articulate it a lot more, and on occasion articulate their displeasure with my schedule.
That life isn't free, and everyone dies eventually. Gravity, you're knocking me out, you're shaking me up till I twist and I shout. Oh, gravity, so can you cry?
Yeah, throughout my whole career, every time I've seen an artist be able to have a child and still do what we all do is kind of, you're not chasing success, you're chasing like year after year after year of work. So you're out here hustling to play your music so that next year you can play it, right? So you gotta like put in time now to do it next year. That takes a lot of planning and just, you know, drive and stuff. So when you can involve a family in that, I've always found that inspiring. But I'd never been that close to it. It always kind of at a distance. So with Steven, it was easy to see that this was possible, you know?
In the beginning, I think I may have been the first, so it's always interesting to be a pioneer.
Daddy has to go to work. Are you going to see the Kiss band? Are you going to see the Kiss band? And oh no, not tonight. Like she thought that was it. That was what Daddy did every night. The Kiss band. My name's Mike LeMaistri. I'm a talent buyer at Jam Productions in Chicago, and I've been there for 15 years next week. So, only job I've ever had. Well, it's tough, you know, like just the time commitment is, with working a lot of nights, it can be a challenge. Going out to see shows or to cover shows at night actually does feel like work sometimes now, when it never did before. So
It never
it's
did
tough.
before you had...
It never did before the kids, because it's something I love to do, and I love being out, seeing bands and working shows, but now I have something that I'm being pulled away from, you know.
Any parent who has it any easier, I think we all face our challenges, whether you're home all the time or you travel a lot. And once I realized that and came to terms with that, it really has a lot more to do with the quality than the quantity of time that you can spend with someone. I realized that I had pretty much everything I need in my life. I got music, I've got, you know, all this love from the family, and I don't think you can ask for more than that in life, to have all that love and passion rolled up into one thing. And
But sometimes I'm afraid to tap too far into how hard it is to think about him when you're away. So I don't write too much about him.
it's funny because I really admire people that can shut off their personal life, you know, or who don't ever talk about their kids. And I was kind of like, I think I'm gonna be that kind of guy. And then within about 10 minutes of my firstborn being born, I started talking about her and wrote the song "Sweet Sophia" for her. So I'm just not that guy. So I think, you know, they've just crept into the themes that are going on in my life.
Steven I mean, immediately struck me as just genuine. Just a real person with real heart and feelings, not afraid to put them out there, which I was kind of my deal too. So I immediately really connected with that and understood that. But genuinely, this guy, you know, burns for music, you know, and family, right?
More than just the kids and the family. I think, you know, Steven was a talent buyer at one point and booked shows, and so I think he has a really good understanding of what I do and what we do, and more so than maybe the average touring musician. And so I think we had that connection early on, and then the family stuff has come later, and just kind of grown from there.
It's wonderful to see that it's just, you know, it's a fun artistic job, but it is just the work that we do, and it doesn't mean you can't have a family. And I think that's an important thing to know if you're a young dude getting into music, that like you can have a normal life too if you desire it.
Well, this time I was getting back home, where your sound is a song in my heart. Places I go, I always know home is where I belong.